All right, so I have shared the agenda in the chat. I have listed some of the pull requests that may need some attention. There are some new proposals as well as some proposals which are requesting status change. All right, we also have a couple of new people here on the call, and I guess someone just showed up yesterday or day before yesterday on ECH Discord. So, people, if you are new and you have any question, we have Matt Gannett, who is an experienced EIP editor. So, feel free to ask your questions in between while he is reviewing the proposals. And yes, you can even post questions later on the Discord channel, EIP editors channel here.
All right. I guess we can start with the top, or do you want to start with the bottom?
Unless someone has any question or would like to introduce themselves, anyone would like to make an introduction, quick introduction, and Matt, you can anyway proceed with the screen sharing. Oh, you are sharing. That's right.
Okay, I can start.
Hello.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah. Hi. I'm very new to the crypto community. Yeah, and I just would like to explore more about Ethereum. Yeah. Now I just joined the community by through the translator program. Yeah, and I think I learned a lot like just by working on it. So yeah, maybe I would like to contribute somehow to this community more as well. Yeah.
Amazing. Welcome.
So I assume that you have showed interest in kind of looking into proposal like checking for grammatical mistakes and other things to maybe help out with the standard process. And that's the
Yeah.
reason why we have invited you to this meeting, because this is EIP Editors Apprenticeship meeting.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. I had my past experience in editing in like art publication, which is really different from this. But then yeah, I hope I can be helpful somehow.
Well, thank you
Cool.
for joining.
Hi, Sam.
Hey.
Alrighty. Let's look at some EAPs. The flash loans EAP.
Wasn't that already final? Did it unfinal somehow?
No, it is final. There is
It's
a
final.
small change and author has already approved, but it requires Matt's like maybe merging or approval or something like that. And that's why it is here.
All right. So this is not the author.
Alberto is the author. He approved it.
Okay, they both approved it. The fee is in BIPs units, hence 1 unit fee. Okay, this is just a comment also. Percentage of loan. Which is nice to be able to confirm this value. Flash fee 10,000. Amount times fee divided by 10,000. Fee is charged.
Looks like a scaling factor.
Yeah.
Let me try and pull that open.
mean, that makes sense if it's 10,000th. Oh, this is 100th. Oh, but you're already going from percent. Because this is percent. Yeah, that looked right to me. Great. Everything's green.
Oh, maybe one small thing I should update. I know a while ago I found 4 ERCs which have been past last call for ages. I had opened one PR, but apparently the bot doesn't work that way. So I need to go back over it and just open up like 4 separate PRs, which one of these days I'll do. But you know, one of these days. Is this one of them? I don't think so.
Is this one of these days or this one of these ERCs?
Yeah, I'm trying to. Oh wait, was this one of those? Oh man, this is like one of the ones like adding a user or something like that.
Yeah.
Operator contributor.
Mm-hmm.
I think this might be the one that we actually got 2 people to communicate with each other who had proposed very similar ERCs. Actually, I'm feeling mildly proud of myself. I've saved the ecosystem. Sorry.
All right, 12 days ago, there was a comment. This is the author, though. 13 days ago. I was wondering why the consumer should be reset to 0 when there's a transfer. Makes sense. All right, they don't have a problem with that. This looks like everything they need to have. Let's see what's going on the repo. Yeah, that's the only open thing. Looks pretty good to me. 527. Nice. To review. Emoji DAO. Anders approved. Pretty simple. Seems okay. Oh, I just commented on it. Damn it. All right, why does bot not merge? Pull request is unstable status. Same thing here, I guess. Why does it do that? That's annoying.
Is the unstable status when somebody's requested changes, or
Somebody's requested change. I don't think so. Most of these were unreviewed.
okay?
But I also really don't know. Oh, wait, it still failed? No, it's still going. Okay. No, it did fail. What the heck? Why? I'm really at a loss for words. Auto merge. Failing. This only has 13 stars. There's not an auto merge that has more stars than that?
We should just use boars. Just make everybody angry.
I would totally use boards. I just don't really know how to set it up very well. This has to just exist.
Well, so the whole idea of having a separate bot do the merge is going to fall apart because like some of the things we're going to get the bot to do are going to have to happen in the merge commit. So it's going to be different soon, anyways.
So I shouldn't worry about this.
Probably not.
Alrighty. $5094. So we decided that we're still going to pursue this EIP.
I am not sure if there was any decision as such, but I guess because this is open as a draft. Or does anyone remember any decision on this?
I thought everybody said that it probably wasn't a good thing to pursue.
Yeah, but but I think one suggestion there was like because it is a draft, there is nothing wrong with the proposal. So I mean, nobody has objection passing it as draft. But again, I'm not very confident about it.
That section's optional, Matt.
Is it really?
Yep. All EIPs that introduce backwards incompatibilities must include, which implies that if it doesn't introduce a backwards incompatibility, it does not have to include a section.
I definitely am making a lot of people write that.
Yeah, I know. That's why I made. You're the reason why I made that issue on the repository about fixing the wording here.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure it's optional.
That does read as if it should be optional.
Yeah. I'll make a
It just
PR
doesn't
for
say
it.
optional on it. I like how this one says optional.
Yeah, I know. I'll go and do that right now.
All right. Neat. It looks like everything here is in order then. Maybe we'll just leave a comment here. Did we post a recording to that call at all? That we had, Pooja?
Yes, we do. It is available on cat address channel. Do you want me to share it here?
If you pull it up before I do, yeah.
Yeah, sure. I'll do it right away.
Where? Okay, I'll just wait.
I just added in the chat.
Thank you. Now if I could only open the chat, there we go. Okay. Again. Oh, it did merge. All right, nice. Very short EIP. 8.3. This hasn't been updated. Yeah, there's no commits since Daniel responded. Panda pip. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
probably we can skip. I just pulled it from the last request.
Sounds good. I was looking at this one last night. Do I still have something? No, maybe not. What's the last thing? Oh yeah, he'd updated the spacing. There's still weird spacing on here, but I suppose that's okay. Security considerations. Reference, implementation, backwards compatibility, rationale, motivation, specification. Okay. That seems okay then. I think that was the last thing. I just wanted him to fix that spacing. The Apprentice Handbook.
Yeah, this is another one of a kind. I don't know. This is trying to be an informational EIP in which he has made a lot of modification of existing HackMD file and trying to merge it as a.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the idea of this.
Yeah, I love the idea. I just haven't read it yet.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out exactly what this thing is. And I think whenever it was originally written, there was a lot of information about how to edit EAPs. And some of that information felt like it was really important for actually going in EAP 1. Because I guess what I'm trying to avoid is a situation where there's rules that are defined outside of EAP 1 that are hard and fast. But then we end up in a situation where, like, what goes into this EIP?
So my understanding is if someone is trying to document a process in an informational EIP, that is in no way a hard and fast rule. That is just a piece of information and anyone in the community are allowed to ignore it freely. Yeah. So
I agree. I guess the example I was thinking of is just like something, I guess, that they kind of removed some of the recommendations here. But if it's like an EIP should be rejected if it does X or Y, then I think that those things should be upstreamed into EAP 1. Whereas I think this should focus on what the EIP process is, how people who are interested in contributing should begin to contribute. That seems like the right distinction between the two.
Another thing is like EIP 1 should have the rules and the style guide should have how to meet the rules, if that makes sense.
Should this have information on a style guide, or should that be a separate thing?
I wouldn't mind it being in here, I think.
Okay. right. The lockable standard. All right, has not been updated since my last review. We'll skip that. Shareable NFT. Oh, dang, Travis failed here. Why did it fail? Panic. EIPs. EIPs. That's the right name of the folder, I think. EIPs, EIPs. Why would this fail? Oh. 5075. Line 90. Validate single result. Read to string. Interesting. Maybe that's just a fluke. I'm pretty sure it was passing before, but maybe not. Let's just try it again. Make sure.
We really need a way for editors like me without admin privileges to be able to retrigger the bot.
I think you can just retrigger it by closing the pull request.
But
no?
I'm not a contributor, so I can't close pull requests.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you should be a contributor then, at least.
I think less people should be contributors.
You don't think that you should be a contributor?
No, but I should be able to retrigger the bot.
Do you want to be a contributor until that happens?
I do not.
Okay. Oh, Lord. All right. That apparently can't have a semicolon there. Okay, we'll see if that fixes it. The shareable NFT. Creation of tokens that can hold value but cannot be exchanged for rival goods. Is rival goods a common term? It seems interesting. Sharing and its associated events allow construction of a graph describing who is shared to which party. Okay. Scarcity to capture rival value. Standards don't necessarily have to exhibit scarcity. In certain use cases, we wish to. Is we second person? No. Who's first? Dipped. We wish to avoid introduction of deliberate scarcity. What is Antarctica? Oh, these we a lot. seems better for them to not refer to their project in here. Just a little more clear. All right, this still failed. Why? Both Travis and the bot failed. Oh, he's got it in 2 folders. That's the problem. Nice. Okay. The directory standard.
Matt, just wanted to inform you that we have someone who may have some questions related to their proposal or they want to ask something. I know we have still have 20 minutes and we generally do it in the last 10-15 minutes. So whenever you're ready, you can.
I'm ready.
All right, Dhruv, if you have any question for Matt, feel free to share.
Thanks, Matt. So yeah, our standard was ERC 3475, and it has been lingering around for a long time, but we were able to get it merged for review. So what should now we will be doing in order to promote our ERC, get some discussions on each magician's platform? We needed some feedback, because if there is no, let's say, engagement, then it will become obsolete. So I wanted me and my colleague Varun wanted some feedback how we should progress further, so that it
Did you
goes
say
to
3475?
Yeah, the callable bond standard, I think.
Got it.
yes.
Yeah, so I think the best thing you can do as an author for this is to try to find the people who would care about it. So like the stakeholders for this EIP, and reach out to them and try to get them on your thread. So like I don't know too much about callable bonds. I actually have no idea what they are. But if you know like a company or an organization that would care about this standard, reach out to them, get them to like give them the link to your standard discussion thread, and that's probably the best way to get engagement with it, is just to find the people who would use it and talk to them.
And then what is the way like forward that so that EIP organization will review it further for final stage? Do you check some?
So we don't generally, like as EIP editors, we don't review the content of it. We try to watch the discussion and see if there's consensus, and if there is, we'll allow it to move forward. But as for the review of the content and people actually using the standard, that's on the authors to promote.
Okay, so just jump in on what Drew said. So it's like if we have enough engagement, and if you see that okay, there is a need for this EIP, then it might be changed to, let's say, last call after all comments are taken into consideration.
It's up to the authors to move it through this process, and the EAP editors are typically just responding as the authors try and move things forward. So if your EAP is in draft right now, you would want to make a PR to move it to review, and we would take a look at that again and make sure that everything semantically with the EAP is correct with regards to EIP 1, and we'll try and get an idea of like how the community feels about the EAP. But for the most part, we don't block if something doesn't have a lot of engagement from the community. We would only be blocking if there is like active discussion. Like for example, if you bring this EIP to last call and there's active discussion while you're trying to move it to final with people in the community, then the editors would tend to say that these things should be resolved before we make this standard final. But as editors, we don't really go through the EAP and try and contemplate like how is this going to be applied, where is this going to be applied, is this the right EAP? We leave that responsibility to the authors in the community.
Okay, so just to, summarize, so it's like right now it's in the review stage. So if we want to make it to the last call, so it would be upon us when we think it's the right time to change the status, right? And then you will verify if everything is
Exactly.
fine. And okay, got it.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, if you want adoption on your EIP, I think what Sam said is the best thing to do. Try and figure out what applications are most likely to utilize this ERC and try and get feedback from them, because maybe they'll come across this in the future, and whenever they're looking to deploy something similar or to try and find a standard that exists, and they realize that there's something about it that is not going to work for them, and maybe then they create a new standard. And so it's best to loop them in on it before it becomes finalized and it's not able to be changed.
Okay, got it.
Thanks,
Cool.
Pooja and Matt.
Definitely.
Yeah, thank you.
Anyone else with questions or anything? Okay. Back to reviewing. File system-like interface for smart contracts. This is interesting. I don't really know.
But they have not added it as like required section, right?
Yeah, but they really
Mention of
shouldn't
it.
just be mentioning, especially because here they're like actually referring to a limit and saying it would be 1.4 megabytes post this EIP. That's not final or anything. I guess that the EIP would probably, I guess it's not really as tied. Like if it was required, it would be tied, but
Right.
because it's not required, it's more just unnecessary. Oh, deleted the P. Nah, it's good Alright. There's a problem on Travis, though. What is the problem? Splitted. Ah. Okay. Interface for staked NFTs. They have not responded since Sam posted his feedback. We'll take a look at it real quick. Staked tokens in NFTs. What does in NFTs mean? Sam had the same question.
All right. So, Matt, I have a question here. I see most of the time people write it just like here in, can you go a little bit above? Yes, right here, down. Stop here. Yeah, thank you. So this is like ERC 721. Oh, Sam has already suggested that thing. Yes, this is exactly what I was trying to say here. Like why people are referring it that way. It should be in a proper format. So we encourage people using it the right format, making hyphen between the proposal name and should be referred to as EIP. Oh, thank you, Sam. You already have taken care of it.
Yeah. I don't know. I've recently realized that Week in Ethereum decided that they're just not going to put a hyphen in between EIPs, which is unfortunate. Yeah. They're just like, nah.
But it is written in EIP 1 that it should be hyphenated.
I know. But they just said, nah, we're going to do it like this.
Well, that's not an EIP, so we cannot control the process over there.
I also like how they have every single edition listed from 2019.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Okay. Looks good. Good review. Name bound. Name bound tokens. Non-fungible, also known as name bound or soul bound, or badges. A single ENS hash node? What's a hash node?
Does he mean the name hash?
I don't know. Hashnode.eth. No. Maybe he means name hash? Yeah. his is 5114. Hyphenated figures. It cannot be transferred. Please use one period after every space. Please use one space after each period.
Wait, is that a rule?
I don't know. I feel like it should be. I feel like there's no reason to have two space after periods.
I feel like there's no reason to have one space after a period. I'm a
feel like
two space
all each should be the
maximalist.
same. Are you actually?
Yeah,
Why?
because it's a monospace font.
And it should have two spaces because it's hard to tell.
Yeah, it makes it more obvious when a sentence ends.
Ugh.
Forcing him to rethink about the comment.
I feel like all EIP should be the same, and most people don't do two spaces.
Once they're rendered, they're equivalent, so it doesn't matter.
Ugh. Alright, we'll see how Micah feels about it.
Just make a PR to EIP1 and... Actually, I think my biggest pet peeve is when people put in manual line breaks.
Yeah.
It makes it impossible to, like, give constructive feedback.
True. Alright, we almost made it through all of them.
Yeah.
15115. 397. Alright, I'm probably not gonna make it through this one on the call.
Not a
Take
problem.
look
We
at it in a
tried
bit.
to, yeah, we tried to do all. In fact, we did all of them. Just one is left, and we are good with the time. Thank you so much, Matt, Sam, for answering questions of new people who want to contribute and who has some question being an author. And yeah,
Totally.
I hope to see you both again in 2 weeks. Have a good one.
Thanks, Pooja. Goodbye all.
Bye-bye.